Lesson 9.1, Part C. Now, a complex fraction is when we have a fraction with a fraction within it. So if you have a fraction, you have a numerator and a denominator. If one of those two is a fraction, then it becomes a complex fraction. So here's an example where the numerator is a fraction but not the denominator. Here's another scenario. The numerator is a fraction but not the denominator. Here's one where both are. And the same with the last one. And these are great problems because when someone looks at this and they are unfamiliar with math, they will just faint. They look at this and go, this is just ugly. Why on earth are we attempting this? But one man's junk is another man's treasure. Somebody look at a mountain and say, what's that there for? Another one would climb it. All right, so here we are. Let's take a look at how we would do this type of question. Now, even though it's written as a fraction, it's the same as writing x squared over 9x squared minus 4y squared. Okay, this bar here is the main fraction division bar, so I'm going to say divided by the other part, which is x cubed over 2y minus 3x. If you look at this, this is no different than what we've just been doing, but they started in complex fraction form. So it's nothing different, it's just starting out from a different point. So if we just rewrite it in this form, we have a division problem, which we know how to handle. We do not divide fractions. That's next, sorry. We multiply by the second fraction's reciprocal. All right, now that is something that we can work with and have been working with. So at first glance, we have x's that can be fixed. We can do that right away. I have x squared, so I can take both those away, and here take two of them away. But the other ones have subtraction. Okay, so let's look at that and say, can we take anything out? Well, 2y minus 3x, that's the best you can get. But the bottom one in the first fraction is a difference of two squares. Hello, friend. Easy to factor. 9x squared is 3x. Change the signs, plus minus, or have different signs rather, excuse me. And then 4y squared is 2y. So we changed that form. Now if we look at what we have here, we have 2y minus 3x. None of those match. But notice they both have the 2y and the 3x in them. But the signs don't work. So did we learn anything? All right, well, I could change the numerator here, rewrite it as negative 3x plus 2y. And I notice that it's very close to the second one. If I take a negative 1 out, I'd get 3x minus 2y. So I changed it from this form. I reordered it, and I took a negative out. Now I have something we can cancel. 3x minus 2y, 3x minus 2y, which leaves us with, on top, just a negative 1, because this was just 1, and this is a negative 1. On the bottom we have 3x plus 2y, and we also have an x. Now you can put that in front of or behind. It's up to you. So it started out as a complex fraction. We rewrote it with a division symbol in between so we could make it a multiplication symbol and reciprocate the second fraction. And then it comes down to factoring again. So this ends lesson 9.1 part C.